what is the deal?
We in the building, back in here.
2Kingz Sports Talk back in the building.
Got another special guest on the show with us
Oh
today.
yeah, with the coming back to back with him. You
Go
know.
ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, man? My name Mark, man. I came through you know what I'm saying, give y'all some knowledge on some knowledge.
Okay. Knowledge on some knowledge. I like that. Knowledge on some
Boston
knowledge.
fan.
You know, okay. I'm representing Boston fans out there. I feel it. They got good championship pedigree on. I respect it. Respect it.
So let me give you guys the rundown we're going to talk about today. We can go over the Super Bowl recap, close it out. Football season is officially over.
Unfortunately.
No more. So yeah, we're going to talk about the game and that. We're going to talk about a couple of games that happened over the last week. A lot of close games, a lot of comebacks, a lot of blown leads.
Yeah. And going big time.
And the trade deadline just came. And it was hella trades out there.
Yeah.
A lot of moves, a couple big moves, a lot of moves being made. So we're just gonna give y'all the info on all of that. So let's get into it. Super Bowl recap. Patriots, Rams.
Okay.
Pass one.
Yeah, as they should, you know what I'm saying?
So what side were you on, Joe?
You said what?
What side were you on?
I was flip flopping. I don't know what side I was on. I was flip flopping. I couldn't tell. I wanted the underdog to win, but I wanted Brady to hit a 6 ring though. So
Get a 6 ring so he can get out of there.
yeah, basically, yeah. Pretty much. That's the way I feel about it. I wanted to get the 6. All right, come on, let the young dogs get something, bro. I mean, I feel it. You could go. You want to get some more hardware, but I mean, come on, man. Let's some other guys. I want to see how good. I really want to see how good Belichick is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what you can do without Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is the guru as good as they say he is? You know what I'm saying? Solidified Drew, great coach as well. You hell of a game plan. You know what I'm saying? The Rams could have easily, I feel like, could have won the game too. They had a couple, drop passes too. Brandon Cooks had 2 critical ones, a touchdown, and so. Look at Super Bowl though.
It was good. The quarterback play wasn't shit to me though. Brady missed on a lot of passes. Jared Goff missed on a lot of passes.
No defense.
It was good defense being played, but it was also some bad quarterback play.
That's true. I agree.
On both ends.
Man, because what's his name? Jared Goff. He looked it real bad, man. How do you? Me personally, I'm not even a fan of his, honestly, bro.
I feel it, but at the same time, you can't put the game on his arm. That's what they tried to do.
Indeed. Like especially how they average 33 points in the regular season.
Yeah.
And then you only put up 3 points. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I mean,
it was a crucial defensive guy.
I mean, I kind of know, typically playoff, shit like that not gonna happen.
Right.
The boy choked.
Yeah, he did.
He choked.
But at the same time, he could have easily hit, if Brandon Cooks catch one of those, bro.
He missed dudes wide open. That one pass in the back of the end zone where Jason McCourty comes over and hits him in the back of the end zone. Then Jared Goff puts that ball on the money and doesn't throw a duck up in the air. That's an easy touchdown. Next thing you know, they end that game. He threw a duck. And then you look at that other play where he got picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Threw a duck. He just lobbed it up there. Just
that was true.
Ducks. Come on. And then he missed on a couple shallow crossing routes. He missed on a couple slant routes over the middle.
But he had 2 touchdowns that his receivers dropped up.
Okay, but if he'd have made the other plays and no drop pass wouldn't have been a big deal.
Not? One play change the game in a defensive game like that.
You're right.
Listen to me. And like I was saying before, it was a 1-play game the whole time. It's gonna take the one play. The one play that New England got it was the Gronk catch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The boom. All right, Gronk over the top, and he makes a dive and catch, and then they proceeded to pound the ball inside. I'm saying, in the same instance, if Gronk didn't catch that ball, it's 3rd down too. You know what I'm saying? He playmaker made a play. It wasn't the best though about Brady. Gronk just stretched out and made a hell of a play.
Yeah, true. I wonder what his future holds.
Gronk? I don't think Gronk got too much time left.
I don't think so. He's not 30 yet. It's just
his
body.
All the injuries.
Yeah, body's breaking down.
It's a lot of injuries, a lot of lower body injuries. And then his style so physical, he not no type of tight end where he gonna run away from you and all that. So it's a lot of contact the way he plays. So that's gonna take a toll on him. So I don't think he got too many years left in the league. I hope he do though. That's my dog.
So what you think about Super Bowl? What you have going
I mean, it was a good Super Bowl. It was a sloppy Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was very actually.
It was a lot of missed plays. I feel like if they'd have made some of the plays that they missed on, it would have been a more exciting game.
Yeah,
but it was just so many mistakes. It was some good defense in there. Like it was a lot of good defense.
I knew it was gonna be a low scoring game, me personally, but I didn't think it was gonna be no 3-13. You know what I'm saying?
I was expecting like a
21 to 10.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, around there, like
it was super, like you know what I'm saying. It's a Super Bowl that you just.
It was kind of a snooze fest. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was good defense, but at the same time, the defenses wasn't really like going out there just. They was hitting though. You know what I'm saying? They was hitting hard, but the defenses weren't going out there causing sacks. You know, causing havoc. You know, it was more like you said, the miscues.
But you know why? You know why I feel that way? Like how the defense wasn't doing so much after a while because the Rams defense was on the field for damn near a whole game.
That whole time,
you know what I'm saying?
the Patriots should have ran away with that game.
True.
Honestly.
Brady missed on some passes. I told you, Brady, the quarterback played this game. It was plays to be had all over the place where they just didn't make the play. Like it's not like it was that great defense and there was nowhere to go.
Yeah,
they just didn't make the play.
I'm saying,
Receiver and quarterback.
Too many 3-and-outs for the Rams, man.
Yeah, that was real key.
Yeah, too many 3-and-outs.
And that was the game plan for the Patriots.
Yeah, get in his head.
Mm-hmm.
He's a young quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you don't put the game on his head, man.
You know how? You keep him on the sideline, right? So you get these long drives, so now they get the ball back. It's like, okay.
You want to make that home run play.
Now I'm like, damn, we ain't been out here so long. You see a big shot, now you trying to take a big shot. So now he's playing outside of himself. He ain't getting that rhythm. Usually they run the ball downhill, running there with C.J. Anderson, running there with Ty Gurley, getting on the bootleg, running play action, then they getting out. They wasn't doing that. They was throwing the ball, slinging the ball all over.
They were, and that's also a credit to Simon Bay. He said it as well. He got out coached. You know what I'm saying? He fell for the bait. You know what I'm saying? He took the bait.
But I think he go come back hard.
I mean, yeah. He shut us up from last year for sure. You know what I'm saying? Granted, the way they got there was some bullshit, but he shut us up from last year. You know, coming out and putting up that duck last year. You know what I'm saying? Getting knocked out. And then he came back up and went to the Super Bowl. A couple plays away from winning. So I think he'll be back for sure.
Yeah, he's super young.
And they got what? How much? Like who all won? Who all won? Who out there this year?
I believe.
I know some people out here.
LaMarcus Joyner definitely is. Dominican Sue might be on his way out. I don't know if he's on the 1 or 2.
Yeah, he's on one.
So Dominican Sue might be on the way out. I don't know how much. I don't know if they re-signed Marcus Peters or not. He might be near the end of his rookie contract. Most of that defense that they got was
Marcus Peters. I like his game. I think his off the field play make him a good player too, because he kind of back his, you know what I'm saying, his thing up. Like the credit to him when he was with the Chiefs. Imagine if he was with the Chiefs in the backfield, because you already know they defense was super suspect. You know what I'm saying? I might hop on that bandwagon, being honest, man. They look too good. Chiefs looking too good. They look like the future to me. Especially out the AFC, man. You don't know, you don't see too many teams out the AFC, but the Steelers in the past. Consistency.
Yeah.
You know.
I think Steelers might be a wrap. But yeah, back to the Rams. I'm not sure if they're gonna
come back.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Jared Goff has been exposed, to be honest. And unless that run game comes back heavy, that defense is going to be missing a couple parts. And as much as game plan and play calling Sean McVay can do, if they, you know what I'm saying, figure out Jared Goff and he started looking bad, they get in his head. Remember, that was fucked him up his rookie year. His confidence was fucked. He's playing horrible. So they get in his head, you know, throw his confidence off, he start throwing ducks in everywhere. Next thing you know, they ain't looking the same.
But I'm not gonna say they really exposed him. I mean, I just feel like the lights were too bright. You know what I'm saying? He got a taste of what it was like to be in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was another reason he was kind of off too. Brady for other reasons unknown. But you know what I'm saying? Jared Goff the first time.
Brady's getting up there in age.
But that's what I'm saying.
He didn't really have a great year.
I wasn't gonna say age, you know, I was just gonna give him the benefit. I just said
they was trying to compare it to, you know what I'm saying, like as far as Brady first year. You know what I'm saying? When they had Teddy Bruschi, all them Harrison, they had a good defense. Brady only threw for like 100 and something yards.
But the thing is, when they needed those plays, Brady made those plays. But they needed them for Jared Goff. Jared Goff was going.
And at the same time, I think the bright lights, you know what I'm saying? I think the lights were too bright for him on the Super Bowl level. Like, because that's the first time all season you've seen him really just You know what I'm saying? Like have it like that. He looked lost from the jump. You know what I'm saying? We came in, we watched the game. Every time he went on his face shot, he looked like, okay, I think I'm gonna go here. Oh shit, I don't know. You know, he looked confused. You know what I'm saying? They had him. You know, they had him. That was it.
Todd Gurley. It's been a week. They still ain't said he hurt. So what's the deal? What's going on with him then? They didn't announce no injury, nothing like that. They ain't said nothing yet.
They say he was moving pretty good in the pregame.
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe they did. Maybe Sean McVay tried to do some bullshit and
he pulled a what's name?
Yeah, I think he pulled a Belichick.
Was Belichick Vince Butler?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be real, bro. When they put Todd Gurley in the game in the Super Bowl, he made plays. You know what I'm saying? He bust off.
He had like he had them 2 good runs. One was called back. One was called back.
But he got like 5 attempts maybe.
I think right.
They brought in Anderson. You know what I'm saying? He was doing this thing. If you remember Anderson with the Super Bowl 50 with Denver in North Carolina, in Carolina. Remember, that was a defensive game too. Yeah. And he had a few breakouts. Yeah, exactly.
I remember that playoff run, Brady, when they beat New England. Brady was like, "Yeah, I like the way he run.
Yeah,
he run hard."
And then it was to a point where they were saying like, Gurley was like, you know what I'm saying, not a pro. I wouldn't say a protege, but they was talking about he's learning from him, which is cool to learn. Yeah, which is cool. But at the same time, bro, we're talking about a damn near MVP type player. You know what I'm saying? You know, like one of the best, one of the top 3 in the league. I mean, maybe the best, arguably. You know what I'm saying?
That, but it's usually guys like that beat them guys that, you know what I'm saying, that's that veteran thing. Like you look like, you know, some of it's a different sport, but you look at basketball, it was a reason like Miami ain't kept James Jones on the team. Right. Like he brought him right everywhere. It was a reason for that because he was one of those locker room guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? He know how to talk to the young guys. He, you know what I'm saying? He showed them how to move, whatever. Even though, okay, this dude is fucking physical freak. Okay, let me show you technique. You know what I'm saying? Let me get your technique right. And when you put this technique with your athletic ability, you know what I'm saying? Now you that's when you hit that stride. So I feel that part, but you never know. I mean, but at the same time, they brought him in. It ain't like he been there all year. They just brought him in like right before the playoffs started or something, didn't they? Yeah, so it's like he been there all year. Since he got there, Todd Gurley's role has been going down and down. Right? Since he got there, his first game there, he had more carries than Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley still ran for 100 yards. He had more carries. Second game, Todd Gurley didn't play down there at all. He was on the sideline with his helmet on. In the Super Bowl, we see what happened there. I think something else with Todd Gurley, man.
Gotta be. I don't think I get it.
Think so. But
it's right. Something. If it ain't hurt, because he done did something in the locker room or something. He done smashed somebody's girl and fell off the fair. He done did something, bro. There's gotta be something going on. They don't just bench a borderline MVP player, bro, like that.
Man, right. In the league.
But, you know, they can credit to that game plan, though, how they shut down the Rams through line plays.
According to Bill Belichick.
According to Bill Belichick, my man said it, the Lions game plan that we used, again, what week was that? I don't know what week it is, but what week it was, but when we played the Rams, Lions this year, we did have them borderline on the hill. Our offense could actually play good. We could have won that game, but, you know, they gave us a dud, you know. So I really started fooling.
I mean, that's good. I like that simply because that lets me know that our coaching and our defensive scheme look like it's in the right, you know what I'm saying, as far as like coaching. But we still need to that still don't mean that we can go out there and do it.
Of course not. Of course not. I feel like it's a bright spot in a, you know, kind of a shitty season, especially when people like kind of doubt Patricia. And I'm not like doubting them. I kind of know, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I was saying at the beginning of the season, I'm like, it's gonna be the offense that's supposed to carry this team. You know, the defense gonna come. It's gonna come together down the line. You know, this first year, new scheme. You know, it's gonna come down the line, which they did. You know what I'm saying? They had a couple free agents come in. You know,
to be real, if you look at it, he really helped. He really fixed a lot of the holes that we were hurting.
Yeah, he was.
Because if you look at coming into the season, spots we were worried about the most were linebacker, D-line depth, and defensive back.
He put players there, man.
You look up at the end of the season, Deshaun Hand is a really good defensive end. Ashawn Robinson is turning into a solid solid defensive tackle. You trade for Snacks Harrison, who's a beast in there. I think Pro Football Focus had him rated the number one run stopper.
Yep, again.
And granted, Ziggy a free agent now.
He was turning up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, he was in the season because it was the D line was official. You know what I'm saying? We had some guys over there. We just weren't rocking with guys like Anthony Zettel, who came out of nowhere, or what's the other boy, Kerry Hyder Jr. He was still there, but you know what I'm saying? He had other guys to draw attention with. It's kind of back to how our defensive line was before, to be honest.
Right, exactly.
With Snacks over there. Now, if Ziggy want to come back for a low deal, for a cheaper deal, I'll take him back with a
But
cheaper
if he
deal.
expecting this 18 million and shit, whatever think he getting paid, nah, bro.
Sorry, dog. That's a no for me, dog.
Alright. Alright, enough for me, dog.
And then my football, we just want to talk.
Oh,
That's
man,
a wrap for the
think-
season.
yeah.
bro.
Oh, wait, Edelman.
Joey Allen, do y'all feel like Edelman deserved the MVP?
Indeed,
No.
I do.
I think Stephon Gilmore should have got it.
Me personally, I mean, he did have a couple crucial plays.
Couple.
He had a
He
couple
saved
crucial
games.
plays, but look, let me tell you, yeah, that was a seal. But let me tell you though, Edelman, bro, he basically been balling since he been in the league. You know what I'm saying? Him being a quarterback in high school, then him having to go to a JUCO, then you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even drafted. He didn't even get invited to a combine.
He played quarterback
You
in
know
the
what I'm
first
saying?
Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Like, bro, like on top of that, it's like his his style of play. You can't really name nobody besides Mr. Moss that was a top 5 running back. I mean, top 5 wide receiver for the Patriots. You can't. I mean, a deep player that go get it. Otherwise than that, you want to slap
I don't
on.
really count him as a deep guy, as a deep player type of player.
I know,
guy.
but his style of play, him being in
Wes
the slot,
Walker.
he had Wes Walker.
He
That's
didn't know
what I'm
Wes
saying.
Walker ain't did.
No, I get that, but far as in his past game, these past couple games actually, including when they played against the Chiefs.
Actually,
you know what I'm saying? He's been balling.
He better than Walker. Actually, he got more rings than Walker. He got 3. Walker only got the one with Peyton. He never won with Brady. Did he? Because he lost to 07. He lost in 11.
Yeah.
I think he was done by then.
You're right. You're right, actually. You're right about the Walker. But his style of play in that Super Bowl was well meaningful. He did his thing. Every play that they called for him, he was on it. He was on it. Every pass. I'm like, damn.
At the same time, you know, the diminishes that at the same time.
Say he was getting right, huh?
He was getting juice. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason he didn't play the whole season, man. He got caught juice. I mean, granted, you know,
Could have been out of the system by then.
it could have been, but at the same time, I mean, some of them hits was a little violent. He was just, you know what I'm saying? He's taking them kind of good, you know. It's all good, though.
I feel like as crucial as he was to the game plan,
But
on most of those drives, he made great plays, but they didn't come up with points. They got the one field goal and then they didn't come up with points. But then you look at, like, if anything, I would go with Gilmore because he made some of the most crucial plays in the game at crucial times. He made big plays, he made them at crucial times to seal points, keeping them off. Whereas the offense, yeah, he made plays getting up and down the field, but when it came down to it, when they needed to get into the end zone, came up short.
I mean, you got to credit that defense too over there, man. Like that defense that Los Angeles got.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like they no scrubs out there. You know
No,
what I'm saying? They a top 3 defensive team.
But
you know
when you looking at MVP,
and then he had that in the slot though. You know what I'm saying? This is Edelman. You know what I'm saying? You really don't even hear of him until the playoffs anyway.
Edelman eats
he was
really
out
going-
this year. That's why you didn't hear him this year, bro. He was suspended for the suicide.
Yeah, he was hurt last year and he suspended for like most of this season, for a lot of this season. So he missed a lot of games.
But
He was
Edelman got
coming back
work,
from
man.
that torn ACL last year.
Man, Edelman, I feel like he got it. He got that MVP. He
He
deserved it.
hell, he the reason they won Super Bowl against the Falcons.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That catch.
Nah, Brady got that one. Edelman should have got that. Either Edelman or James White should have got that MVP.
That was crazy. I think that whole 2016 year was super fixed for the whole sport league. If you can recall, remember with the college thing with Clemson and Alabama, how Clemson came back. Then you think about the NBA when Cleveland came back 3-1. Then you think about the Cubs when the Cubs came back 3-1. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is, man. It's Vegas.
That's wild.
You know what it is, it's Vegas.
That was all crazy.
All right,
But yeah.
let's talk ball. Let's talk basketball.
All right, let's get into some hoops.
Close the book on the NFL
I was
season.
yesterday.
All right, let's talk about some of these games for a minute, bro.
I
Lakers, Boston.
hell of a game.
Hell of a game. Went down to the wire. What is
Rondo.
I hate that, man. Like, bro, like, man, I love Boston, man. I'm a big Paul Pierce fan, man. I just
That's
really
my
love
dog.
that.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul, man. But that game, speaking of that Lakers versus Celtics game, man, I feel like we had that game in a chokehold, being honest. Only reason I say that,
for sure.
we was up 17, you know what I'm saying? Then it was just like we was just letting up. We are falling too low with the three. You know what I'm saying? Doing all type of crazy shit with the three, man. And then not being consistent. And I think it's the coaching. I don't really think Brad Stevenson coach Kyrie, being honest, and the team in general, because considering where we was at last year, you know what I'm saying, we didn't really have a start. So it was like everybody was gelling together. You know what I'm saying? Now we'll sit back and we was playing team. Now we'll sit back and watch. And then on top of that, we got a player now that he coached in college, and it's like he trying to get him back in his rotation as far as a Hayward. You know what I'm saying? So him getting him in his rotation. Then we got another player that's really peaking now, as far as in Marcus Morris. You know what I'm saying? He looking good. I'm surprised he went in the three. He didn't get invited to the 3-point contest, but we'll speak on that later. Boston, and then I hate that Rondo hit that game.
I knew it was when they released it.
And he don't even shoot for real.
I
That's
hate
his spot
that.
though. He can get that.
Yeah, he was working on that with his son before the game.
I was about to say, he can hit that shot. He can hit that position.
Man, I'm just saying, like, bro, this show home. This was your home, like, really,
Well, your ring.
really,
But at
right?
the same time, on the way out, him and Brad Stevens ain't see eye to eye.
They didn't. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good game down to the wire.
It was a hell of a game, cause what was it? The sequence when Kyrie and Brown was trading threes, when Brown came down, and then he hit one, and then Kyrie came back down, splash one, then Brown came down again, hit the step back, and then I think Kyrie did. So I think he sauced up Kuzma, and then Brown, I think he tried to drive it, and then he lost it, you know, and saved it, and then they threw it back to him for the 3-ball. You know what I'm saying? He hit it. That was a
good game, though.
I was about to say that shit was wild.
And with that, Kuz. Speaking of Kuz, man, he did his thing.
25.
He even looked off Brown.
Oh yeah, on the dot,
He looked off Brown.
Yeah, I was sitting there. The Brown like, he's like, give me the ball. I'm like, he like, man,
He hit a clutch shot.
You feel
clutch
me?
shot, real clutch shot, man. And that shows that he, you know what I'm saying, him doing them 4 years in college, you know what I'm saying, and he saved Magic too.
You
know what I'm saying?
He was a junior.
He was a junior.
He was a junior.
Him doing that, man. That shows him that he can still be that he can be that player. He was just in trade talk the week before that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's another thing I feel like they played good too, because like they secure now, you know what I'm saying, the burden kind of off their back, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, now we can focus. You know, we can focus on getting this playoff push going. Everybody's starting to heal back up. You know, we getting our players back healthy, except for Lonzo Ball, which he not gonna hit.
So with that being said, that takes us to our next game.
Yeah.
They played today, 76ers. They lost like 143 to 120.
Well, I don't know how the game went. I don't know if it was like close and then it just like went on a run and then that.
From watching most of the game, from what I saw, Sixers had the lead for the majority of the game. It was like a close lead heading into halftime, but they, for the most part, they held on to the lead throughout the game.
Yeah, Philly
Well, I mean, I feel like now, after that trade getting Tobias there, that kind of made it a little bit more lethal on offense, because now.
Embiid had 37, Redick had 21, Harris had 22, Butler had 15, Ben Simmons had 8 points, but he had 7 assists.
They looking real good, man.
Yeah, man.
They looking scary, man.
They can push
and being honest, you know what I'm saying. You know how they on paper we look at Boston looking like they was gonna be the team to beat. You know what I'm saying? He
down with the ankle injury, but that's what he is though. Like
So you don't think that had nothing to do with it? Reggie Bullock had 2 points. LeBron James 18 on 2 for 16, 2 for 6 from 3, 8 for 16.
Speak on Kuz.
Kuz went crazy. 39 points, 5 for 8 from deep.
He tried. I mean,
He consistent, man. He consistent over there. Him and I like what
Ingram had 19.
Easy 19. But yeah, they look good over there. I think
The big surprise, to me at least, is JaVale McGee with 21 and 13.
bro, he been having a good season all year.
energetic. I think it's energy.
He for sure been having a good season all year, bro. Like it ain't no.
So what y'all gonna do when y'all sign Melo? Is that gonna work?
You're not gonna sign Melo, and I don't want Melo.
You're not gonna sign Melo.
Well, if he come, he just gotta.
I thought y'all was getting all these free agents. Clay.
What you mean?
Man, everybody.
It's not even free agents.
Yeah, I thought y'all was getting all these guys. I thought y'all was gonna trade for AD.
Everybody
that's
thinks they gonna fit with the Lakers.
That's it. All they said was trying to trade for AD, and I wouldn't have pulled the trigger on that dumbass offer either. That's ridiculous.
What was the offer? They were offering
bro, they asked for 4 first round fucking picks
But that was
on top of the 2 that was already offered with a
what was
whole.
the Magic last offer? The one he
It was Kuzma, it was Ball, it was the whole team. He was gutting the whole team plus the
Do you think it was
Ball,
worth it? Do you think it would have been worth it if they would have got Ingram?
You think they got him?
Yeah. All that, bro.
Andy?
Yes.
Brian Andy and Rondo?
Man, you might as well throw on a damn ball boy. What the?
I was about to say, I feel like even still you can go get a couple like guys from home and get a couple, you know what I'm saying, just some you know what I'm saying, veteran guys, bro, put them around Bron.
I get it trying to
Come on,
Not the team match.
Kobe, that's your
They were gonna call him Derek Fisher.
Kobe said he still play.
Nah, he said something.
Kobe said I can still play if I want to, I just don't want to.
Yeah, it's over, bro. He having another kid and shit, and he's not coming back, bro. It's over. His wife not letting him get back in the league.
Let him play for the playoff run, they ain't gonna let him do it.
Nah, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna happen. But yeah, man, I feel like Bron AD, hell yeah, bro. Like,
I don't know, man.
Bron AD.
I get they trying to strike while the iron's hot.
Like people thought, people thought they didn't have shit really but Boogie and fucking Anthony Davis. You have LeBron and Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? That's still good. LeBron gonna be able.
Ooh, no. Drew Holiday was a quality player,
But he was injured majority of the year.
He was.
He was injured.
But he came back for that playoff run.
Like towards the end of the like for the end of the year.
And they still had Rondo who was playing at a high level.
But they didn't have.
And Tyreek Evans.
Tyreek Evans
Was on that. You're talking about that New Orleans team, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Tyreek Evans was doing like
Tyreek Evans was with the Grizzlies.
No, he wasn't.
Last season in that playoff run, he was with the Grizzlies.
I remember they was trying to trade him last season. They ended up trading him. Oh.
He was supposed to. That's when Boston was trying to get Tyreek Evans. He was with the Grizzlies. And they was trying to get Marcus Gasol too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, AD, Bron, hell yeah. Then they do something. Wait, and then this year, I mean, you can push, probably not win, but then you just wait in the summertime. You got Bron and AD. Somebody gonna come. Add a Kyrie. You got a team. That's your big.
You know who I like next to Bron?
So what ain't happening until 2021?
Bro,
what we talking about?
Bron AD.
But I'm saying though, if they would have made the trade, you asked me if the trade would have went through, and I'm telling you what the plan would have been if the trade would have went through. Y'all like they would have, you know what I'm saying, made the playoff run. They would have won the part none. They would have showed, you know what I'm saying, okay, boom, we got this, and then you insert a player this free agent, you know what I'm saying. You still got Bron. Now it's not just LeBron James. You have Anthony Davis there too, you know what I'm saying. It's not just I don't want to go play with Bron. It's like ooh.
You know that player that I think compliment Bron games that'll look great on his side?
Right, yeah.
Him, but I won't even think Clay.
But Klay Thompson, hell yeah, so that's the guy that I want. I don't care what we gotta do. Get him.
He look too good next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say him with Bron.
Real good. Real good. Oh, you kick. They go Clay right.
Alright, so let's get into the rest of these trades.
Alright, man, let's go.
Dallas made some moves. Dallas traded Dennis Smith and DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews. Dennis Smith, DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews to the New York Knicks for Kristaps Porzingis. And they traded a protected first round pick. I think they keep it as the top 5. Dallas keep their pick as the top 5.
Okay.
And you know they they changed the rules. A lot. It's top, the top 4 picks was not a lottery, not instead of the top 3. So I don't know, Dallas might mess around and keep their pick. Because to be honest, you look at the rest of their roster, they traded away Harrison Barnes. Look at the rest of their roster, and it don't look too hot.
Yeah,
but I mean, because Porzingis not playing till next year. He hurt still.
If I'm him, I'm sitting out till next year.
But this is not.
So you out there with Luka Doncic. That's what I'm saying. So they about to tank it out. So Dallas next year could be looking at, if they keep that pick, they could be looking at a team with either RJ Barrett or Zion Williamson next to Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic, and they got enough cap space to bring in another big time free agent. I mean, Dallas not a bad city to live in,
especially with an owner like that.
Right, especially with a. Right, I would, me personally as a player, I would love because I feel like he a coach like coach. Look, I feel like we need to go after this guy. You know
he that kind of coach. Then when y'all win, Mark Cuban, the coach, is gonna be at the strip club with y'all turning up to like he one of the guys, but like he ain't, you know what I'm saying, he cool.
Here, $1 million on me, y'all.
Mark Cuban, he's a hell of an owner. He's a hell of an owner, and they got a Hall of Famer coach.
Carlisle, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they were looking real good, and you got somebody over there who's Porzingis coming off an injury like he's coming off of, and he got Dirk in his ear now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying.
You know, that's beautiful.
Dirk mentoring him and Luka, bro. Because I was like, Luka is, you know, he already had a little of his game in him.
Right.
Let's see. Porzingis.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's his spitting image, bro. More athletic.
All you know, it's just for another 20 years of one-legged fadeaways, bro. That's all.
Picking off with Luka Doncic,
man. I'm sick they couldn't keep Dennis Smith with that though.
That looked good, but
I like New York set themselves up too.
They did.
New York set themselves up because with Dennis Smith, you still got Alonzo Trier. You still got oh, they got somebody else on that team. Who I'm not thinking about. Fuck his name.
That foreign cat.
Who's talking about?
You know, they still got DeAndre Jordan for now, but he might be up his contract up at the end of the season.
Talking about the Knicks.
It's something I can't.
They can't Frank, didn't they?
Huh?
They can't Frank in the tech.
Oh, they still do got Frank Ntilikina on that team. And Kevin Knox.
Yeah.
That's that rookie over there. Yeah, from Kentucky.
Yeah,
he looked real good. His game polished. His game real polished. He reminded me of Melo. His triple threat is unbelievable.
And then you add down to the fact that they got their pick next year. They got Dallas pick as long as it falls outside the top 5. So that's 2 lottery picks.
And enough for 2 max players.
So they can walk away next season. They can walk away, you know what I'm saying, start next season with an all-star looking team.
It's a big market, big market city.
But New York always seems to drop the ball. Every time they set this up.
All the time.
Drops the ball every time.
I feel like without under ownership,
No, it's the same owner.
Is it?
Same owner.
Well, I mean,
no, the owners seem to be the problem.
You got a nice coach over there too.
I feel like they get it now because you look at what Phil Jackson was doing.
This deal coach over there, Randy. That's my dog.
But you look at what Phil Jackson was doing. He would turn that team into oblivion. You know what I'm saying? He was putting that team in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? And this GM come in. You know, he boom, make big plays. You know, made huge gamble. I feel like it wasn't a huge gamble because you still got Dennis Smith out of the deal. You know what I'm saying? Because you still don't have to pay him for a couple more years.
Porzingis was already, he didn't want to be there, so at the end once his contract, once it came time, he was probably going to leave.
Yeah, that rookie contract, he was out of there. He was out of there, so it's best to get something.
Mm-hmm. You know and he was suffering from injury, you know what I'm saying?
The thing that's funny about
that injury, that he
big man too.
Big man too. And it's not like he's a, you know, he's a physical big man that likes a high flyer, you know what I'm saying? A nice big man, so that was... So him coming off that is depression, I feel like.
It's funny about the Knicks. They could have just drafted Dennis Smith.
They could.
They took Frank Ntilikina the pick before Dennis Smith got took. It was Ntilikina, then it was Dennis Smith. Then you trade for Dennis Smith. Alright. So Toronto trades with Memphis, comes away with Marcus Gasol. They give up Valanciunas and someone else. But they kept Serge Ibaka, they kept Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry. Most of the team is still intact. You replace Valanciunas with Marc Gasol. Best defense in the league, in my opinion. With Marc Gasol, Serge Ibaka, and Kawhi Leonard, best front court in the league. As far as defense.
You can't. I mean, because you got Kawhi Leonard box first level, boom, started box second level. Marcus Gasol third level. That's tough. And not to mention the fact on offense, Marcus Gasol is more polished now. He can score, put the ball down, hit three.
Basically, they got a team full of shooters now. Because Brian Jones was a mid-range, he can mid-range, but now Marcus Gasol can step out to the 3-point line. Serge Ibaka can step out to the 3-point line. Kyle Lowry stepping out to the 3-point line all day. Kawhi Leonard stepping out to the 3-point line.
Yeah, they look real good. Only thing to me that comes with that, like, because they all polished now, but at the same time, like, far as when the playoffs come, that's when it's really count for me with Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't believe in him at all.
I believe, but what I think is, my thing is, DeRozan was a choke artist too. So when Kyle Lowry couldn't get the job done, DeRozan came up short.
It was one or the other.
But I trust Kawhi Leonard in the clutch situation for the most part. I trust a guy like Marcus Gasol in the clutch situation for the most part. So with two guys like that who you can put in a clutch situation, you can take Kyle Lowry out of those situations.
You missed one name.
As far as clutch. Pascal Siakam, that's
Don't talk about him. Danny Green. Clutch. Clutch.
Boy.
Be forgetting about Danny Green.
I knew too. I forgot he was on that team.
That man is clutch right there. And he played 50. He a 3-and-D player, man. He's a good player.
Tell you, well, Toronto can give Boston
Yeah,
for their money.
I would say after that.
Siakam looking great too, though. Don't forget about the Bucks, man.
Yeah,
number one, bro.
They made a move too.
I like them, man. I like them. Whatever with them. I don't know, man.
They got a lot of shooters over there, bro.
They got a lot of shooters, and they know what they was doing. Because, you got a player like Greek Freak. He a kick and drive. So you surround him with shooters. On top of
they
that,
moved out Stanley Johnson.
They moved Stanley Johnson.
They
got Stanley and sent him from Miritich.
Oh shit!
He's surrounded by shooters, bro.
Oh.
He's surrounded by. What was the last team that was surrounded by shooters? That 09 Magic team with Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying? He was surrounded by shooters, and the thing is though, you know what I'm saying? They can't do nothing with him with Dwight Howard in the paint, so they had Turtle pushing the ball.
He
and
can do it all. Everything Dwight Howard did on defense for them, he can do that. Giannis can do that as well as carrying the load on offense, handling the ball, and playing out the cross. Because he's bigger than everybody out there, stronger than most of these guys, and faster than anybody that's the same size of him.
Brooke Lopez out there
knocking threes.
Knocking threes down, man.
He was telling me last year when he was a Laker, I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, they
I was trying to tell you, bro. I was like, he was sparking that music. That ugly, glumpy looking shot, bro.
What? Lazy.
You be hitting it, dog.
So what about the Sixers? How do you feel about them when they move? They gonna get Tobias Harris.
I think that's another team that can knock Boston off because Tobias Harris. That was a real big trade to me because I feel like that's where they were kind of lacking. That was another
go-to scorer.
Yeah, another go-to scorer.
Ben Simmons not a go-to scorer.
Exactly. He can't. You're not gonna get
play off.
You can't be like, hey Ben Simmons, give me 10 points, bro. I need a for sure 10 out of you tonight, bro. I need a for sure 10.
Not a go-to guy.
You can play off.
But you got a guy like Jimmy who can get buckets for you. You got a guy like Tobias Harris who will always find a way to get buckets. Then you got fucking Embiid down there looking like Hakeem, bro.
Center in the game.
Embiid is Hakeem with a 3-point shot, bro.
Indeed, especially when like I was having a conversation with somebody about that who's the best.
You think he's better than what's name?
I think he's better.
Do you count Anthony Davis?
No.
I look at it now where if you over 7 foot, I'm calling you a center.
That's crazy, man. But as far as in that Philly trade, man, shout out to Elton Brand, man, in the top office, man, with that, because he made some significant trades over there. You know what I'm saying?
He was a player like 2 years ago. Yep. Like, he was on the Philly bench like 2 years ago. Now he in the office.
Yeah, he doing this thing over there. He's doing this thing. He got a knockdown shooter in JJ Redick. Far as in, I think the only thing that I feel that I break them is that diva over there that they got.
Jimmy Butler. Yeah,
that's the only thing I think that I break them.
Because Tobias Harris started getting a little hot. Cause, he good for going on those streets, and he can give you like 26, 27 points a game.
The thing is, Jimmy is not consistent. He's not. He hasn't been consistent for real. Since I want to say the Bulls because he was humble then. He was eager to
get it. He was eager to get it, man.
It's like, nah, he just a super.
Now he feel it. He let it go to his head. That ego. Jimmy got a hell of an ego. Cause but at the end of like, he got his right to, but it's to his detriment. Cause like I mean, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting no scholarship coming out. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't looked at. He was one of the last picks in the draft. And you know what I'm saying? He was barely on the roster for real. And he worked his way. He took a deal on. He took a chance on himself. Like, no, fuck that. Y'all gonna pay me. I'm gonna earn the max contract. Y'all gonna pay us for me. It's like he feel like, you know what I'm saying?
He got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, like, you know, I did that. Like, now he let it get to his head. Where I mean, don't get me wrong. He put in that work to have that type of ego, but it's to his detriment. You know what I'm saying? When you got that type of ego in a team game, bro, you trying to play in the team system, but it ain't working like that. The team not built around you, and you're not the most gifted player on the
So you
team.
gotta put that pride in your back pocket. Y'all just gotta do what y'all
Do what you gotta do to win these games.
Exactly. And that's what it's
Hoisted.
And they stacked over there. They look real good.
Yeah.
They do. For sure.
Alright. So before we end it, I got a couple little rumors that's been out here floating. We I'm going to what if land. Couple players, questionable future. Guys like Jimmy Butler, guys like Kevin Durant, guys like Kyrie Irving.
Free agency question.
Where y'all think they going? You think they staying? Think they going? KD? Think he staying or going?
Gone.
Going? He out of there? I'm gonna go to State. KD?
Out of there.
He out of there.
Is he still a snake if he leave?
He's no longer.
Can we root for Kevin Durant again if he leave?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So y'all think he going?
Whoever got the top dollar. He never got a big pay contract. I mean, he want that. You know, he left a lot of dollars on the table for a lot of his current players right now.
I think if we do leave, I think it's New York. Because New York got the money. They close to home. He from DC. It ain't that far. DC is a bad situation. I don't go there and play with John Wall. You know what I'm saying? That whole locker room just seemed toxic.
Now just ruptured the tendon. He got a ruptured Achilles.
Yeah, that locker room just seemed toxic, bro. Like, there's just so much drama going on that team. Between like beef between John Wall and Bradley Beal. It's beef, but it ain't beef. But you know it's beef.
Yeah,
they don't want to admit that it's beef.
And then they got a coach over there, Scott Brooks, that
Yeah,
nobody listens to him.
Yeah.
Nobody don't listen to him. Like whatever. You know what
They
I'm
said
saying? That's
when they
what
signed him, I was like, he's not gonna be that coach. He
So-
couldn't do it with OKC. He couldn't do it with, you know what I'm saying? He damn sure not gonna do it with John Wall.
So yeah, I feel like New York's like it make the best sense for him.
I feel like KD probably New York. Sleeper team. I feel like still New York team Brooklyn. I feel like Brooklyn because they out of the hole. They getting their picks back and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they got some players over there. You know what I'm saying? If need be, they could move some of those players. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can make this, and they gonna have the money too. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Brooklyn I got a sleeper team, but not for Kevin Durant. Just simply Kyrie, because I heard rumors. I read a couple reports that said Brooklyn could be a team where he would go as opposed to the Knicks. I mean, you never know. He's from New York. He probably was from the Brooklyn area, so he probably had more fun to that team.
Yeah,
you never know.
his whole style, his game.
Yeah.
But I think same situation if Kyrie was to leave Boston. I think he's in New York somewhere. He's from their hometown. I really don't see a better situation for him where, you know what I'm saying, they got that money and he going to walk into the type of role that he wants.
You know what my thing is with Kyrie? He speaks so highly on leadership, but I don't think he can really lead.
No, exactly.
he's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Which
I feel like
leads me to my next point where I think he'll go. I think he'll end up in LA. I think he's gonna link back up with Brian.
Laker fans.
No, I feel like
Over this podcast, they getting AD, they getting Clay, they getting Kyrie.
I didn't say
Bradley Beal. But look, man, I feel like his leadership.
I was words in my mouth. I didn't say I was getting in here. I said I would want Clay.
His leadership is just off, man.
And so
He speaks so
Durant.
highly on it. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, like he say so much stuff off the air, then wanna apologize, doing this, that, and the third, then make promises. You know, I understand it's a business, but man, just do your job. I don't think you're a leader. Being honest, I don't think Boston have a leader right now. Not even in that, not the coach either. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody is out to get theirs comparing to that season that we had last year. You know what I'm saying? As far as Brown doing his thing. You know, but then he came about with that wrist injury, and then his shot is now coming back. He's looking more consistent, more polished. You know, as far as Gordon Hayward, he only averaging like 10 points a game right now. And being honest, like they keep saying, like, oh, he gonna do better in the playoffs. He gonna do better in the playoffs. But as far as in that, man, the only way I see him doing better in the playoffs is if he averaged at least like 18 and do his thing. Because we gonna need all that. Marcus Smart, he doing his thing, man. And Jason Tatum.
But you a Boston fan,
right?
I got a point that I've been saying to them for the last 2 years since Kyrie been over there. Marcus Smart is way more important to that team than Kyrie Irving.
In some ways, man. In some ways, because Marcus Smart can hit a clutch shot for you.
In some ways.
In some ways.
He come through it as far as defense, like they can throw him on anybody. Yeah, you look at that series last year, he was the one that you had to throw on LeBron.
Indeed. But you always get that switch from somehow Terry Rozier.
But we were talking about rumors though. That's rumors.
We were talking about the next question. I think on New York.
Huh?
I think on New York.
I
don't think we go.
I think I'm gonna tell you Washington. He's playing for one. Trying to get back over with his boy. That's where he had the most success. You know what I'm saying? That's almost guaranteed success. They do play. They complement each other. You know what I'm saying? They help each other. Two, LA. Brooklyn got a gun star. That's his hometown too. Kyrie Irving is one of those. He fits that mold for Cali. You know, he's one of those guys. Like you said, I feel like that'd be. It's not close to home, but you know what I'm saying. His personality and style fits there. You know what I'm saying. Uncle Drew, his whole thing. You know what I'm saying. That's another place he can get that off at. You know what I'm saying. LA. It's Hollywood. And then two, that's he get his role too, because you know what I'm saying. I think he get his role because honestly, bro, most people say Lonzo or whatever, they're not gonna start Lonzo over fucking Kyrie Irving, bro.
It's impossible. But at the same time, though, you know.
And then he admitted. I feel like when he admitted to Brian, you know what I'm saying, because that shocked everybody when he said that was the problem. He not a leader.
Didn't shock me, and what I think about that call to LeBron was, bro, which is gonna lead me to how I also feel about why. Just because Brian is the leader, Kyrie still got pride, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
At the end of the day. So he called Brian and apologized, like, yo, you know what? I was wrong for the way I went about it. I was tripping this, that, and the other. Right, but he say all that. But at the end of the day, he still felt the way he felt. He probably called Brian, like, you know what I'm saying? I went about it petty. I shouldn't have did it like that. Yeah, that way. But I still feel like at the end of the day, he still wanted to leave that team. He still wants to be that guy.
Still wants to be that guy.
He wants to be. Granted, he is not that guy, like that kind of player. Just lead the team.
He want to be Kobe so damn bad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's
not playing LeBron's backup.
Yeah, man.
But at the same time, bro, he not Batman, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He wants to be though.
But he's not though. It's proven already. He had an opportunity with Boston. He's not.
But he wants to be. So why would you go somewhere where you don't even have
so if he goes to
New York and he goes to AD?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, he not already signed there. He already said it. So why would you? If I'm not real,
his dad said it.
He gave them a list of teams that he wanted to sign with Buffalo and London.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
So what's the next one? What's the next one? You got me? Jimmy Butler. He's staying. I think he's staying.
You gotta stay.
I think he's staying. I don't know where he go. I don't know where else he would go. I had to look at it.
I think somehow fit on any team, but I don't know.
I don't know if that. I don't know how I fit. Yeah.
I think it's him being a diva just striking me. I don't like
that. Ain't Clay up this year or next year? This year. So Clay stands since y'all think KD leaves, right? Yeah. Because it's one or the other.
Yeah. It's a.
And Draymond too.
Draymond.
That's why I said I would still offer. I would be on the phone. Yo,
Clay.
Hey man, I know how you really feel, bro, but you know what I'm saying. What's up, bro? You right down the street from the crib. You know what I'm saying. You ain't gotta really relocate.
I know I said it a couple years ago that if anybody was to leave and go to LA, it would be Clay. Well, I don't think so at this point. Only way is if KD goes back. Then I can see it happening. But
if one of them leave, it's.
But at the same time, that's on Golden State. Who you gonna throw that offer to first?
Gotta be KD.
No. I feel like I'd rather have Clay. Even one before Clay. Even before KD.
Yeah. But look at teams now. Look at the Western teams now. You know what I'm saying? Look at
it's true.
They more polished now. Like speaking on that, you know what I'm saying? They had Harrison Barnes. You had a Harrison Barnes a Harrison Barnes that was giving you only like 12 points. You know what I'm saying? Even though they did win without KD, but they was just they damn near lost to LeBron and Dellavedova.
But you play like that, and then so you throw an offer at KD. KD probably on some bullshit, low key, trying to get like a 3-year deal. You like, no, bro, we want to sign you long term. So you going back and forth, negotiating with him, and in the meantime, Clay feeling left out, so he booked. Then what? Then you left looking ass out because KD like, no, I want a 3-year deal here, or I go somewhere else. So next you know he booked, and then because you was playing with it and not offering Clay off bail, you stuck looking, you know what I'm saying, ass out. Where Clay gave you a guarantee that if you give me my offer, you give me a long term deal, I'm signing it. He said it. Like, if they don't give me a max contract, then I'm out. If they give me that max contract, I'm here. So you got guarantees over here where you playing with fire.
That team looked real good over there, man. Credit to Mark Jackson.
Credit to Mark. I feel it.
And Jerry West, man. You gotta get Jerry West.
Oh yeah, I do. For sure.
Jerry West out there even in the Clippers, Jerry West is making moves, bro. He basically turned Blake Griffin into a bunch of first round picks, bro. He got a couple first round picks from West Nine for the Tobias Harris deal. For Tobias Harris and Boban Marjanovic. And that's basically what we gave them for fucking Blake Griffin. So he turned Blake Griffin into a couple first round picks.
It's Jerry West, bro. He know the game.
And now they got head cap space. They are on the list of places where Anthony Davis said he would resign. As well as Kawhi Leonard. He put the Clippers on this list too.
Clippers. He looked good over there.
So that's only thing about that is being from LA, like, would you want to play for the Clippers?
I wouldn't unless they got the arena.
Me personally, I don't want to play for the Clippers. It's just a doomed organization. It's like wanting to play for the Browns. Like, it's just, I just wouldn't want to.
He compared them to the Browns.
Milder Lions.
I think they're alright, man. And they got a Hall of Fame coach.
It's just certain teams that want to play for.
And
Clippers, man. Me personally, I'm not a big firm believer in Doc Rivers like I used to be. Doc Rivers showed me he has not been able to get the job done, bro. There's no reason that the Clippers team should not have been better, bro. Because Doc Rivers
was never healthy.
They were never. I say that.
Healthy. It was always Blake out or CP3 out.
I say that, but then that's where as a coach you got to make some adjustments.
Yeah, man. But when you got them, when they the head honchos of your team, I mean, I get you the coach, but you're not playing.
He was the coach, and you know what? It's the thing with him was he was the coach and the GM, so he gets credit for making the deal to get trading the pick to get what's his name, because I think he basically that's not a bad trade because the pick that Kyrie Irving got drafted with was the pick that they traded to get Chris Paul. Then you make the trade for Austin Rivers. That was a bad trade, then they just never, as a GM, he just never brought in good players. As opposed from
he didn't bring the game change.
Yeah, he didn't bring really good players in. Because Chris Paul was, I think, just about there. Chris Paul was there when he got there. Chris Paul was already there. Blake Griffin was already there. Gary Trent was already there. He brought JJ Redick over. That was it. He never really had no other guys that he brought over to the team that you could be like, or drafted no quality players to fill that role. When all they needed was 2 wings on the team, really just a wing, and a couple, maybe a few bench pieces, but they couldn't never fill that role. Not even a halfway quality player.
I feel it. Alright, I feel it. Any more rumors, dog? You got any more left up there?
I think that's it for the most part, bro. For the top guys, DeMarcus Cousins, I think he's staying.
Yeah, I think
so.
You bet. Damn, he was my dog. Alright, I think that's all we got for this week.
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap. No loss, not no loss. 2Kingz Sports Talk Podcast in the building. I do a lot of shit, man. 2Kingz Sports Talk Podcast in the building. We out here, man. We available on all the platforms: iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Apple Podcasts. Check us out.
Good green screen work from Vivid Images. You know what I'm saying?
Production, baby. We out here.
Good production team out here.
All right, we'll be back. You got Ed, Joey King,
yeah,
Big Mark. All right, y'all. We out.